and facts. No, really, and you know Hendo gon' tell you the truth. B.I. Mr. Info, you know what we here for. The Old Heads Podcast. Yo, we cover from Dog Shades to the team at the Barclays. The Old Heads Podcast. Yo, from Will scoring 100 to job being wanted. The Old Heads Podcast. Yo, let's go.
Yeah, buddy. Another edition, man. Episode 79, Old Heads. I'm your co-host, Omar, a.k.a. O'Milly, a.k.a. that dude, a.k.a. Mr. Rello. If you know, you know. Back in the basement again, man. Saturday night. How y'all out there doing? Old Head Sports Podcast, man. We got a great show today. We're going to do our first edition mock draft today. That's going to be a lot of fun. Who's going to be going number one? Will it be Caleb Williams? Will it not be Caleb Williams? And then, of course, we're also going to be talking about I think Hendo's hot takes. We might be talking about that shellacking of the Chargers. That wasn't a lot of fun. And then, of course, Draymond, these brothers' opinion and how y'all feel about that and everything that's going on with him. But, man, we're going ahead and let these brothers introduce themselves. Old Heads episode 79, man. Back in the building. Don't be dusty. Like and subscribe, man. Check us out. Old Heads, let's get it.
Boy, Bills, man. Old Head, get with us.
Oh, man. French Loaf, a.k.a. Hendo G, a.k.a. Mr. Honeypack himself.
Mr. Honeypack. Mr. Honeypack. Man, so we got to start it off how we always do. Hendo, hot takes, man. What's the hot takes for the day?
Man, hot take of the day, man. I think y'all taking this play-in tournament shit way too hard. Y'all taking it way too far. This is just a play-in tournament, man. This isn't the playoffs. This isn't the finals. I mean, shout out to, Lakers and doing what they do. You know what I'm saying? That was a good look for them. It really was. But as far as it taking any more further than that, man, y'all really need to stop. It's a huge accolade, the first of a first. I get it, but, man, it was just that. Now, going forward, weighing in on some ideas upcoming, they saying that now I think going into the next year and the year after the play-in tournament, that the actual play-in tournament actually holds some value as far as playoff placement. Whoever would win the play-in tournament would be guaranteed a seed in the playoff, as far as guaranteed either a seed somewhere in there, whether it be bottom or low regarding placement. But me, that doesn't kind of make sense to me, because it would have to be like a high placement, because if you're winning games and you win a play-in, that means you're winning games. So I don't understand how it would be a lower placement. So if we're number 2, do we get placed to number 1? Or how would it work if I'm already placed? So I think there's some more questions. They got to figure it out, but I think that would be an adjustment. It's still just kind of weird how it would work out once again. It was cool how they kind of finangled some things this year, even though I was kind of unsure how they were going to make it work, but they made it work. And it was a mastermind workout, but as far as placement for the playoffs, I'm kind of interested to see how they're actually going to do that going forward.
I like that.
Yeah, I think they're going to tweak it. They're going to finish all the little tweaks or start tweaking that crap, because what people were frustrated with the most were the points. They were trying to figure out, okay, so you need this amount of points to do something, and they didn't like that part. So it's, of course, going to be a whole bunch of adjustments. I feel like this is leaking into another question of ours, actually. But while we on the subject, honestly, because I thought about this in detail, and there was a lot of ways to really justify the play-in. I mean, not the play-in, but the in-season tournament, being legit. And I looked at it like the NBA Finals MVP. There was no NBA Finals MVP when Bill Russell was playing, but it was later. And that's something that everybody takes serious now. So with time, that might mean something. Plus, but that wasn't the way I can describe it best. Short story. I was playing my homeboy in a game of a horse in his backyard on his hoop, on his garage. He beat me. It was a friendly game of horse. I talked him into playing me one-on-one. And we played to 21, a game of 21, and I beat him 22-0. And it's a reason why you do that. When you play to win. And then you have to establish levels and tiers to this shit. You know what I'm saying? So whenever any game is played, it's nice to be people to think, okay, well, I got to take it out their cold dead hands. I got to take it. Ain't nothing going to be given to me or nothing. I don't care what the game is. There's something to be said for every time you play. You know what I'm saying? That ain't gonna be an easy out.
I agree.
So although it don't mean shit, it kind of do.
I agree. I like that. Man, Let's hit those hot takes, man. Man, we got some fire. With Draymond, y'all let us know how y'all feel. Facing another suspension, is it time for the Warriors to let him go? How y'all feel about that?
I think Draymond's time with the Warriors is pretty much coming up to an end. I kind of thought it was going to be like last year, to be honest with you. I thought he was going to get traded coming into this year. I didn't think he was going to be a Warrior coming in. But Steve Kerr is, I don't know, he's a mixed bag of nuts as far as his views on Draymond. First, he comes out and says Draymond's the heart of our team. He's the energy. And then he comes out and says, like, well, Draymond needs help and he needs to figure things out. Well, what is he? Because I'm pretty sure this isn't his first instance throughout his whole career. This man's had a whole list of, like, dirty shit, we'll just say, that he's constantly doing. And it's like, I kind of blame the NBA and the referee staff because they kind of let Draymond, they give him a little bit of rope and they let him yell. There's only two people in the league I see with this type of rope. It's LeBron and Draymond. They can just talk to the refs, however, have chit-chats with him, yell at him until the ref has his view, and then he finally texts him up. Meanwhile, we got guys like Giannis, who looks at a guy after a dunk, gets attacked, ejected out the game. We got Joker, who was playing the Bulls the other day, just said something to the ref about a clear foul, which he did get fouled, and he ejected him out the game.
On serve night in Chicago, and we got the biggest serve base in the United States of America in Chicago.
Right,
so throughout on serve night.
When it goes with things like that, I think like it's the NBA. They don't give us a fair amount. You just stay one way about how you're gonna make these texts. Make it either you don't say nothing or this is just too much. But Draymond and these dirty tendencies, this is not a good look, and I was very upset with this because to me, I like Draymond. I like the tenacity. I like the energy, the bully ball. I like that. But it's like you're going too far with some of this. Like, I go out to compete. I don't go out to look to get injured. And he could have really hurt dude. Concussed. And dude kept it really pimp. He's like, man, I don't know what Draymond's going through, man. That brother needs some help. That's all he said. Man, I'd have been like, man, dude can meet me out the locker rooms, one-on-one, all that little late. But it was a very, very posed position he held.
That shit ain't basketball, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit just flat out ain't basketball. And to have any apologies or anything taken up for this dude, man, we gotta get over that shit. That shit looks stupid to make us look stupid, taking up for stupid shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason Steve Kerr don't say nothing is because he didn't like him a long time ago, but he knows not to speak against him because other people like him and he know what he brings to the team and all of that shit. But Steve Kerr don't like him and he can't control him. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's been time for this dude to go because his numbers are diminishing. All that running around the court and facilitating, looking like you doing that, and that's overrated at this point in time because you're costing the team more than anything else. You ain't even on the court at this point. So
that's what I said.
You ain't even on the court. So
I think
you may as well get rid of him. You paying somebody to not be there.
I personally like Draymond. I think he'll definitely be a Hall of Famer. Is it time for the Warriors to let him go? I think it's time to trade Draymond if a team is willing to take him. I think it's also time to trade Clay as well. Draymond is actually playing well this year. He's actually playing well, but I think the issue is this is his 6th career suspension. This is his 4th since 2023. He's paid over $2 million in fines throughout his career. I've heard his teammates. I've heard him call him out as far as I haven't heard him call him out like this. Like I've heard him hold Draymond accountable, but I haven't heard it to the point to where it seems like it's something deeper, maybe outside of basketball that's going on. But I also understand that it's hard when you look at what they are with and when they don't have him. They're 35-52 since December of 2018 when they don't have Draymond. They're 163 and 127 when they do have him. So I think it puts him in a tough spot. But I think Steph, he becomes a free agent at the end of 2026. And I think if you want to try to, get possibly, another ring about him before, because Steph is playing phenomenal. He's still a top 7 player in the league, probably closer to top 5, right? So I think you could possibly look at trading Green somewhere and then also get Clay and Wiggins out of there as well. So, but I say I don't know, bro.
You want to gut the whole team, man? Huh?
I would say trade Draymond. Try to see if you can try to get him to the Lakers and get D'Angelo. I would try to do that because at least he's a young shooter, and the thing about him is he can pass and get better with his shooting if Clay's there.
D'Angelo was on that team already. He's something.
Yeah, but for right now, you just trying to let dead weight go and try to get something for some value. And right now, at least he's some trade value. You see what they got for him.
I think we gotta go young. Not we, but every GM gotta be thinking who's good that's young, as opposed to the older guys who on their way out. Their skills might be diminishing. You know what I'm saying?
Unless you're a piece of work.
You're not going, that's what I'm saying. You're not going that's like Austin Reeves. You're not going to get him, or what my man is, Bron from the Nuggets.
What about Miles Bridges from Charlotte?
I don't think they finna come up off him. I think they're gonna try to build. I could
give him Draymond Green and
I could see like
LaMelo
or something.
See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Let's get LaMelo and motherfucking and Miles. We give you Draymond. We give you Clay. We give you Kuminga or some shit or whatever.
But then you got to think about it. He diminishing his trade value right now doing this, because who wants somebody who's not going to be able to play until God knows when? This motherfucker is serving an indefinite suspension. Indefinite. And I don't think he's going to be back until about the end of the All-Star season.
And the elephant in
the All-Star game, my bad.
The elephant in the room for years about Draymond.
I don't think they're going to hold him out all season, but at the NBA, I don't expect to see him until after the NBA All-Star game. I don't.
I'm gonna keep it real about Draymond. He almost like a game managing quarterback. He's good for certain teams. This motherfucker ain't no great talent. He never had hops like that. He ain't the fastest guy. He plays with energy.
He'd be great. He'd be great for the Lakers. He'd be great because he goes down there and he does all the stuff that Anthony Davis doesn't want to do. Plus, it'll keep Anthony Davis in foul trouble. When Anthony Davis doesn't score his average, which is normally about 25 to me, in my eyes, 25 to 30, it's because he's in foul trouble. He gets in foul trouble so quick.
I can't see him facilitate. I need to see in my mind. I would need to see how it work on offense.
But if you spread the floor and Draymond plays that middle and he plays like the free throw line, it'd be deadly because that opens up a pick and roll between him and LeBron, and then him and AD with him facilitating right here and he'll back over for Reeves. It could work. It could work.
Roll with Draymond Green.
You know why? Because he does all the dirty work that nobody else wants to do sometimes. I'm telling you.
I don't know.
It would work. You have to put him on a team like that. He would have to be a team like that where he's not the number one or the number two. He has to be the third or fourth. I'm just saying.
That's a great point. You know, a great team, I think it would be good.
Miami.
No, the Bears. Talking about the Bears, they got the biggest win of the season. I'm starting to look better. Thoughts on Chicago and when they finish out, and how will they finish out the season with 4 more games left? Who want to start? Who want to kick that off?
They'd be lucky to win 2 more. In my opinion, 2 out of the 4, they'd be lucky. One of them is Atlanta. Mm-hmm. It's all shaky. It's all shaky because I don't know. Like my man was saying before the show, these dudes need a new offensive coordinator yesterday. Mm-hmm. I don't trust, the play calling. So. With that being said, I can't predict wins or losses for the team.
I say we went out. I think Justin's going to have a breakout game in Cleveland. That's where he went to college out there. So last time we went out to Cleveland, we got decimated. I think the Browns put up a record sacking Justin Fields like 9 times or some shit. It was crazy. I think he keeps that in the back of his mind. That was his very first start. Good quarterbacks on the verge of being better, they pocket those and they kind of put that and they memorize that game. Maybe like, you know what, I'm going to come out here and show my ass. I think he's going to come out there and try to play his best game. This next game is going to let me know how the rest of the season go. If we beat the Cleveland Browns, we're beating Atlanta, we're beating Green Bay, we're winning out. That's how I feel about that. But it's still not going to stop the outcome of our season. We possibly could squeeze into a wild card. That's a possibility. There's some guys in there we'd have to see. That Packer game could be huge because by the time we get to it, that could be a game where it keeps the Packers out the playoffs as a wild card. So that's what it's kind of looking like. Since we're battling for it, it looked like we might be able to take somebody out of it. So I think we went out. I think we've turned a 180. I see the guys really rallying behind Eberflus, where I didn't see it at first, but all the reports I read and what I've seen is the team is really flourishing and rallying under Flus, man. He got some things going. A couple wins were very vital to keeping that team's success high. And after that, man, it seems like everybody's falling into the system.
How you feeling?
Oh shit! Hey, like I said, I can't judge it. I can't predict wins or losses for this team. You know what I'm saying? To be very honest, I mean, they too up and down. I have no idea what I'm going to see from week to week. I don't know if I'm about to see RPOs. I don't know if I'm about to see 7-step drop backs trying to throw the ball while dudes are all out blitzing you. Like, I have no idea. You know what I'm saying? To be very honest, I actually started watching the Bears as much as possible this year. I have to like keep up with them to, you know, because I'm staying in the loop. But like, you know, I get to this point in time every year where they actually start like pissing me off a little bit, and they start getting under my skin if I watch too much. So I actually gotta lay back and like pretend not to care.
Me personally, I love how our defense is finally starting to have somewhat of an identity. I think Sweat is looking like a legit pass rusher for years to come. I think we got him in his prime. I see us going 1-3 down the stretch. I think I would have to disagree. I think that Cleveland defense is going to give us a problem. Our line has looked better, but I think we still got some holes to plug there. I think that Cleveland defense is just playing on another level. It can be close, I think, because they definitely struggle on offense, so I don't think it's going to be high scoring. But when you look at defense compared to defense, that Cleveland defense, I don't see us winning that game, especially if they double more and they make Komet our number one option. The Cardinals, they're a better team. Their record is they're a better team than what their record says. And Green Bay, that's always going to be a tough game. And they did have that one bad game, but they were playing a lot better. And they're also one of the youngest teams in the league, if not the youngest team. So I think 1-3 down the stretch. I did really like that big win we had. I'm moving closer to Chicago, possibly maybe keeping Justin Fields. But like I say, I think a lot of that is going to have to do with the next coach in these 4 games and see how he looks on offense. But I think it's almost kind of unfair because I don't know if they're necessarily putting him in the right situation. But I digress. But moving right along, man. Good call or let them play on the Kansas City Chiefs offside call at the end of the game. Who wants to kick that off?
The way that shit was explained to me, dude, when he lined up, he asked the motherfuckers on the line, am I okay? They said yes. And then they proceeded to flag the man.
Andy said he didn't answer.
I thought the receiver did.
No, and I watched.
Andy said the receiver did not.
Andy Reid said the receiver did not ask him.
Hey man, well that's on him. It was still actually on him because he lined up offside, so I don't know how you get mad when you
Their whole thing was, I guess he had did it like four times previous in the game. So it's like, why the way Patrick Mahomes, and I understand where he was coming from. He was like, well, him doing that had absolutely nothing to do with the outcome of the game. Mm-hmm. That was his premise of it, and he had did it some times before that in the previous part and in the game, and none was called. So it's like, man, why throw it now?
Right.
So that was a perspective. How you feel, Hendo?
I agree. I don't feel like that call. I don't feel like calls at the end of the game necessarily cost people the game. You have so many opportunities throughout the game to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? To make all this scoring stuff possible and stuff. So I never quite can say a game ended on a call. We might didn't like the outcome, even though like Dez caught it and stuff like that. At the end of the day, he might have, it might have been. But that game didn't stop y'all when y'all missed that 3rd and 8. That right. Game didn't stop when you had a chance to go in here on 4th and 2 and you went for it and you missed it. Right. That game didn't stop all them other opportunities that you had previously when you went 3 and outs and buffed the field goal. That's on you. That's on you. A game should never be depicted by the last call of play. That's all. That's how I feel about it. Let them boys play. I'm sorry. If you've been doing it, well. Your defense was looking trash. Let's be honest. Defense wasn't holding up. Offense wasn't looking no better neither, really. You guys didn't put out your best game. That wasn't the best performance out that Kansas City Chiefs team that we seen. How about that? Be mad at yourself. I understand the frustrations, but how about you just didn't play that well?
Yeah, for real. I ain't trying to hear all them excuses.
I'm not.
I mean, when you lose, you lose. So I don't want to hear all that what should have happened for us.
You know what it happens when guys are used to winning and then they start losing and they're not used to losing. That's how that shit happened. Now you over there pouting.
Yep. We don't want to hear that shit y'all been winning.
Right. Take that L.
Me personally, I think I would have to agree with y'all. I felt it was the right call, maybe not the right time to make that call. I mean, I agree with you. Do have to let him play. I mean, but ultimately, when it comes down to it, that's the receiver's fault. His head coach said he didn't check with the ref, and at the end of the day, you're a pro. You was offsides. From my understanding, listening to Richard Sherman and Keyshawn Johnson, guys who are pros, they say this is something you do in high school, where you ask the ref, "Hey, am I good?" and they tell you, "Nope, move back or move up." He says something happens. It happens almost every play where you ask. They say especially with offensive linemen.
You always see they always be doing this shit back in that point. You know,
just like when a lineman going and they getting eligible for a receiver, they got to check in with the ref to make sure they eligible to be a receiver, and they know I'm an eligible receiver. I'm fifth on the end. Like you got to check in with it. This is just what you do.
I mean, you're a pro. I mean, at the end of the day, so. I understand the frustration from Mahomes. Let players play. That him being offsides had nothing to do with it. But at the end of the day, man, he was offsides. That's a conversation that needs to be had. You know what I'm saying? In the locker room. Move on, man. Take the L and move on.
Right.
But I'm actually happy that he did the next. You know, he let the emotions. I mean, it's no different than us and we. You know what I'm saying? We might say some stuff we don't mean, but we don't have a camera in our face as soon as something happens.
True, but you can't always put these out on his refs though. The refs got a hard enough time. It is trying to go. And I'm not sitting here trying to make a rally for the refs, but I see a lot of guys be like, "Oh, the refs." No. Listen, you can't put everything on. When they weren't doing good, who was making them not do good?
Tony has had he's had his issues despite the refs, but someone else has had their issues are the Warriors. If the Warriors was to ask for a trade, what would be the best spot? Excuse me, if Steph was to ask for a trade, what would be the best spot for him, and what could the Warriors get in return? Things that make you say,
I think one of the premier places that we're not going to discuss a lot, that I think would be a smooth place for him to go, would be the Spurs. I think you team him up there, youth with Wemby. He's never had nobody like that he's ever played with. They learn how to stretch the floor, and they run the most weirdest pick and roll, pick and pop system that's ever known because Wemby can shoot. And it's crazy when you run a pick and roll and your center can shoot like that. Or power forward, whatever position they want to label him. I always look at him as a center. But I think the Spurs. Because you got Pop over there. Kerr's working off of Pop, so he'll put something together. He's over there for I don't know how long. I thought the nigga retired personally, but I don't know how long Pop is gonna be there. But if you do that, put the smart guys with smart guys, put the talent with the talent. I don't know what they could get in a haul, but it'd have to be like picks or something. But to have a talent like Curry all they'd have to do is probably get some defenders and another good shooter.
I like that. I didn't think about the Spurs. What you think?
You know what I was thinking? Because I almost rejected the question, because it just don't work as far as a trade with a team being good, trading for him.
Right.
But if you were a free agent and he can walk to a team, Philadelphia, I feel like it's made for him. And I like Nick Nurse while we were talking about smart guys. Nick Nurse is smarter than I ever gave him credit for. That team is running better than it was with Doc Rivers. I hate to say it, Doc in Chicago dude and all that. I hate to say that shit, but it is. Down superstars, without James Harden, without your Jimmy Butler, without everybody they tried, they down to Maxey, and Maxey is dropping 30 a game.
Maxey's
we predicted
nice,
that. Yeah, we predicted him being an all-star
at
the beginning of the season. But at the same point in time, though, this team, I catch myself watching them every night. I watch everybody, a lot of people. I tune in for a second, but I watch them a lot. Because I'm just trying to figure out how they beating people. They blowing a lot of dudes out. They winning squeakers. They just seem very sound. You know what I'm saying? Way more sound than I thought they
ball's
would be.
getting to the more consistent people right in the times where they need to be. Where when you play with a Harden like that, it kind of takes the consistency because he shoots a lot of threes and he got to get volume threes for him to be effective. It's not a bad thing, but it's not necessarily like a winning recipe. And now you're making Tobias and all these guys rebounders instead of kind of scorers. And Tobias needs to be a threat
You always
sometimes.
stop that ball. That ball be moving. Now it's zipping around.
Now you get the potential out Tobias here is shooting from the range, from going to inside, cutting in the middle, and see that's what Hart wasn't doing. He was stalling up that offense a little bit. Even when Doc was letting him, I felt like Doc was kind of letting him. He wasn't happy about it, but he was letting him. That's the difference now. They're running a new style. They're getting that ball up and down.
Quick stat, real quick about the 76ers. These dudes lead the league in point deficit. These motherfuckers are up 219 points. They point differential this
They're
year.
playing defense.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They only play like 20 games, some shit. So that's like 10 points a game, damn near some shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man, like that's a crazy stat. They beating a lot of people.
I think the best spot, me personally, I think the best spot for Steph would be the Lakers. I think the Lakers would be the best spot for Steph because they have the most to give up. I thought Phoenix, but outside of Beal, they don't have the pieces. The Lakers could give up pieces and still keep a big three intact. They could give up Reeves, Levine because he'll be a Laker sooner than later, and then maybe D'Lo and picks for Steph. I don't think that's a bad haul. In my personal opinion, you can.
If I'm going to state, I'm gonna need at least Hachimura or somebody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could throw in. I wouldn't.
I probably need AR-13, Hachimura, and some picks.
Yeah,
At least bare minimum.
no, that's
Just starting it off.
that's what I said. That's what I said. We give up Reeves. No, we give up Reeves and Levine.
AR-13.
No, you don't have to Hachimura. You don't have to go Hachimura if you're giving them Levine. You're giving Reeves. You're giving Reeves. So you're giving Reeves, Levine.
I go with you on that. I go with the youth over Levine. I don't think they're gonna go with that. I think you stay with the youth, like you said. Go with the youth. Hachimura you don't know where his ceiling is right now. Dog can take off. You know what I'm saying? At any moment.
Yeah, but then I love that his size too.
Yeah.
Especially playing against Denver because ultimately it's gonna go through
Right.
Denver. So to have him and Vanderbilt with that size,
Yep.
I think that would be enough to entice them. You're getting Reeves, you're getting a legit star, an
People
all-star,
sleep on Vanderbilt,
and Levine, and he's a dog.
He's a dog.
And then give up some picks and D'Lo to come off your bench, and then now you have a big three of Steph, Anthony Davis, and LeBron. I think Steph is 2026. This could be his last few years. We all know this is LeBron last few years.
They are.
So I think this could be AD last few years.
Right.
I
Maybe.
personally think it is. So I think to have all three of those guys, and then that kind of works because for the most part, LeBron, he might miss a game here and there. We pretty much know AD don't want anyone to get hurt, but we all know he's prone to miss a few games here and there,
he gonna miss a few.
Well, I think Steph is that kind of piece to where him and LeBron can stay healthy enough to where they can kind of keep the Lakers afloat to when playoff time comes. That can be a scary big three. I don't think anybody would want to play them.
I don't know, man. They old, and both of them do.
But they balling. But that's I personally think Steph to the Lakers would be the best spot.
LeBron hands back on.
It would be, but it just I don't know how long they think that's gonna last. Cause who know how long, like you said, how long AD gonna be around, how long LeBron gonna be around. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they longevity. Where Steph might got like another 4 or 5. Where AD might got like another 3, and LeBron might be knocking on his last year or 2, depending. You know what I'm saying? Who knows?
You
Just
never
who knows?
know how it's going to look when they fall off. You don't know if it's going to be gradual or one day they're just going to stop making shots. Like, it all look good right now, but the plan for the future with some old dudes sounds ridiculous to me. I would want to pair old dudes with young dudes. That way the young dudes that's dope and got potential can see what it's like behind or off the floor, in the locker room, how guys prepare. You know what I'm saying? Make them better professionals at the same point in time. So it's lifting them while these dudes are, but they got to be great. It don't work if they're not great young dudes.
You're right,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But like same point in time, I just don't like the idea of linking up old dudes with old dudes because it's like, well, somebody bound to be injured or.
You said the Clippers? No, I'm just playing.
Wow.
You linking up old dudes with old dudes?
Guards,
I'm just saying, we linking up old dudes with old dudes. That's all the Clippers ever did was link up old dudes with old dudes. That's their whole existence.
They fun to watch though.
They got all the talent.
Yeah, I like
4 years
watching
ago.
Yes.
All the best niggas 4-5 years ago.
Yeah.
All of them.
Sound like Bill Belichick,
Paul George.
who happens to be on his way out. How many rings do y'all think? Right, you like that segue. How many rings do you guys think Bill Belichick would have if he never coached Tom Brady? And the best team, and if he does leave the Patriots, what do you think is the best team for him to go to?
I think he would have 3 rings with the Patriots. I think if he don't get introduced to Brady, I think he still has Bledsoe, and I think he finds, because mind you,
Bledsoe ain't got hurt.
Yeah, I know, but I think he can come back from injury.
Yeah, he came back.
You know what I'm saying? He just wasn't starting no more. He just wasn't starting no more, and then he got traded.
Yeah.
So I think if that's the case and they stay with Bledsoe, and I think Bledsoe was at that point in that system with the weapons they had, I think he was good enough to take them back to that Super Bowl.
Love Drew Bledsoe.
Or in a good place where I think he could go, a team that would need him. I think a team that could utilize his talents and everything would be Atlanta. I think they have a lot of young pieces. I think they got some good picks. I think they need some good structure. I can't remember the last time I seen a well-structured. I know we'll think about like the time they went to the Super Bowl, but there was so many flukes with that team, low-key, that I would sit here and watch. Like, it was such an up-and-down team. You know what I'm saying? Like, the offense, but it was just not consistent. The structure was just a little off. I feel like if, with the current talent they have right now and the possibility of the picks, I think he goes there, gives them some structure, and makes it a well-oiled machine. They have some pieces over there, some winning pieces. They just don't have a good structure.
Okay. What you think, Bill?
All right. 1 win. I gave him 1 win out the whole time. And I was thinking real hard about it. I was like, man, that 1 win it could fuck around and be with the New York City Football Giants, the one where he was the defensive coordinator. Because I'm not sure.
Damn.
Dude, he stuck with defense the whole time. And he never wanted to pay anybody. And so it seemed to me like right when they getting good, right when you knocking on the door with these great guys.
But he knows talent, because I'm telling you, he had Jimmy G, young Jimmy G, tucked in the pocket, and when it came to him and Brady, they was like, Jimmy, you gotta go. He know how to scout talent. You gotta think about the unit he had around him. They knew how to scout. They was bringing some good little low talent pieces that wasn't costing them shit. I think they get at least 2 or 3. I'm telling you.
Not anymore.
Yeah,
I'm talking about when Bill Belichick first came over there. I think they had a good unit over there, man. Scout management, everything.
Besides Moss, who was their best receiver, Branch or Edelman? Because this is who we picking from now.
You right.
This is who we picking from. So talent, no. Running back, who? Besides Corey Dillon.
Wes Walker was a dog.
LeGarrette Blount?
Yes, he was.
Wes Walker was a dog.
For what he
LeGarrette
does.
Blount?
But he wasn't like the prototypical dope ass receiver.
He
wasn't
was
strong.
He was top
and
5 running
tall
backs that year he was with
and-
them. He was top 5.
Who?
I like
LeGarrette Blount.
You bugging.
No. When he was over there and they ran their system that year.
Was a dog. I'm saying you say you see talent. I'm saying he ain't getting dogs and keeping dogs. Every dog that he had on his team was there for like 1 or 2 years.
Because when you
Randy
have
Moss, Corey Dillon.
But you also taken away from the fact how solid that defense was. It wasn't an amazing defense. It was just a solid defense.
It was solid, but they kept interchanging players and they kept being solid. But at the same point in time, though, when you have that type of
right.
But who on the offensive end now? Who you paying over there?
Well, hey,
The offense would never have won a Super Bowl.
But it's not his fault that the low talent right now, because they not picking no pieces for him. That's kind of why he on the way
you
out.
say they solid, but they wasn't dogs like the Tampa Bay defense with Warren Sapp and Brooks and nothing. They wasn't dogs like the Baltimore Ravens.
It is,
defense.
but they took his
his
backup away. I'm telling you, like, if I told you, like, I knew this man
gonna
gonna retire, you
dogs
take
like
my
that
backup.
on defense. Then the offense could win when it's shaky.
They did have some dogs.
No.
Ty Law?
No, what
No, what's my man? That's who caught the pick from Wilson? Wilson.
Malcolm Butler.
Butler? No, I'm saying like if you got legendary dogs like the Baltimore Ravens had Suggs, who's a 2-time defensive player of the year, playing with motherfucking Ray Lewis, playing with motherfucking that safety. I'm talking about motherfucking like Warren Sapp playing with Brooks, playing with Lynch.
But
I'm saying
listen,
then you can have a weak ass offense like Flacco and Brad Johnson.
But when you got cold ass tight
you
ends,
ain't got
you got one of the best tight ends leading the way, and you can always hit him. Well, how can you go wrong? We talking about the obvious weapon. I felt like what they tied in right there.
Decent quarterback. If they went
with
like
the tight
years
end
without decent quarterbacks, they could have been. I'm talking about the winner Super Bowl
with Gronk though. There, I don't know, man.
What quarterback tight end combination led the team offensively? And I understand the Gronk, and I understand Brady did it.
I tell you,
but we took
Drew
Brady
Brees
out of
and
this
Jimmy Graham
to win the Super Bowl.
No, they didn't win the Super Bowl, but they was leading tight end quarterback that year.
But I'm saying to win a Super Bowl, and the rest of that offense was good, so that's actually not
Mahomes
the point.
and Kelsey.
I'm saying on a weak ass offense, and the damn tight end is the leading receiver.
Mahomes and Kelsey.
Mahomes and Kelsey to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, last year.
But they did have Juju though.
Yeah, but Kelsey was still the leading receiver.
Man, that's
he still
true.
was.
But the rest of the passing game was okay though. It wasn't like that was the only thing you could go to. I'm saying with a depleted offense, like Bill Belichick would have messed around and had, because you got Branch and Edelman and not even here at the same damn time. If all you got is the Grump, then like if your quarterback sucks and all he can do is throw to the Grump, I'm not sure you win a Super Bowl, beat all these teams, and win a Super Bowl doing that.
Well, like I said,
Brad Johnson had Keyshawn Johnson.
No, what he had was Mike Allstott. That's what he had. He had Mike Allstott. They had a dope run game. That's all they had.
He had a couple weapons that masked his deficiency.
But who knows if those picks don't trust down into something else, because you normally pick it for a quarterback or whatever. Who knows if those picks go somewhere else is all I'm saying. I think he still gets it.
Dog don't pick dogs, and then when he get guys that are damn near dogs, he don't keep
dogs.
He don't. I don't know the dogs. I'm about to say I don't know the dogs that he's ever really had like that. And then the guys who are like dogs or close to dogs, he don't keep them anyway.
That's not a good thing though, because that's the issue.
I'm not sure if he'd have won.
I get it.
That's that dude would have messed around and won if he was lucky.
But he's a winner.
When you look at this,
and that's a for real stat though. We look at the success he has. We look at the success he has, and he does call those plays, and he does put that together. And he has. That's all I'm saying.
I would say it like this: he has 6 rings, right?
Yeah.
So to say he wouldn't win at least one, I think would be a bit hyperbole. But it is a stark difference in his record with Brady and not with Brady. With Tom Brady, he's 249 and 75.
Yep.
Without Tom Brady, he is 82 and 97.
Exactly. And let me tell you this: Matt Castle was killing that 1 year Tom was out. And motherfucking Garoppolo was winning games too.
That's all I was about to say.
So imagine how bad he is with. That's a winning record with the Patriots. Imagine the Cleveland Browns and how bad he was with the Patriots before that. He lost all the time then.
But then look now.
But let's look at some other things though. Some of the reasons they were out with some pieces, some motherfuckers were suspended though too. All right. Now all I'm saying is you're not going to expect your backup to take you this far. All right. If your backup has to play 6 games, how far do you expect your backup to take you?
I don't know what you mean.
No, I'm just saying.
Right. Yeah. Well, I don't know the points you're making.
Okay. Yeah. If your backup has to play 6 games, how many of those games do you expect a backup quarterback starting to win those games? Over your starter.
Half if you're lucky.
So what I'm saying is, if Bill Belichick gets a different quarterback other than Tom Brady, and he works with him, this is his number one, he does more success than the backup who doesn't get that type of attention. Of course, the backup's not going to come up and give you those big wins because your starter's out because he's hurt or he's suspended. That's all I'm saying. Your number one gets number 1 reps all through practice, all offseason.
Yeah, that got a number 1 rep.
That's all that I'm making.
I see what you're saying. I think he could have won maybe a few guys. I think Drew Brees being one. I think even Drew Bledsoe, if he never gets hurt. But I think a lot of people don't understand Bill Belichick is for one, he's a tough quarterback, and I think he's a tough coach, and I think it takes its toll on players. And I think that would be the issue. That's why I think that's another reason why I think that a lot of that Patriot way was really Tom Brady and Tom Brady's discipline and guys, you know what I'm saying, following him.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think if it was simply just up to Bill Belichick, I think that wears real thin on guys. I think to allude to what B.I. was saying, that's why a lot of those dogs, you know, only stay there 1 or 2 years, because it's like, hey, like, I get you guys want to win, but like, I'm a human, you know,
Yeah.
I'm not a cyborg, you know. So I think that's another thing, you know, I think we have to look at and understand that. Yeah, I think he would have won one.
He's impersonal.
Yeah,
is what he is. He's funny as hell. Edelman said he was in that building for years. Years. This motherfucker never even spoke to him.
Yeah.
Walked right by you.
Yeah, and it's just like the level. I think his ego.
I like Sisson.
I think
Name me a nice head coach with multiple championships.
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid ain't nice. He's a dick too.
Everybody, I've never heard nothing bad about Andy Reid.
As being
Have you ever heard anything
as
bad
being
about
on the
him?
field, as being on the field and coaching you, yeah, he can get in there. Not like saying
I
he's
heard
a
Mike McCarthy was actually pretty cool. and shit.
not saying that
Yeah.
he's just. I'm just saying, but one.
Mike Singletary.
Yeah, well.
Well, no, he don't. He don't.
No,
Pete Carroll.
I was about to say Pete Carroll.
He
Had
but
more than one.
he only got
No, but
one though.
He should. He went.
Yeah,
he went
he
to two
should.
Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Point being
Two
is
Super
like
Bowls.
I was
some
about to say he was the guy I was gonna mention.
sometimes you just gotta be
Tony
the
Dungy.
you gotta be a hard nose, but he ran a different type of style of ball, and he only got he got one, don't he?
Yeah,
He got
but he
one.
got robbed of another one. though.
I feel like he
got
did,
out
but
of there.
going to it, this is like you kind of expect a dog out your head coach. You know, look at like Cowher. You know what I'm saying? Look at Tomlinson for the Steelers. All of them.
Yeah.
You just kind of want. You know what I'm saying? Even go back to the Dicker days. You kind of want like some hard nosed head coaches. You know what I'm saying? I don't want my coach. I don't want my coach being all. You know what I'm saying? I know. I put it like this. I'm not gonna say he has to be like super bully with it, but I do want some
Right.
type of energy out of him. Pete Carroll do give you that like laid back, but he gives you high energy too in this old age. And I will give him that.
When you telling people to run and all that, but you showing them love is different. When you telling people to run and all that shit, motherfucker, you barely talking to their ass and stuff. The only time they hear your voice is when you barking out orders and shit. It's like, it's impersonal, and it makes the workplace just that, workplace. It ain't no fun to it. It's just a job. It's just
And that might be cool for some people.
right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, some people. You know what I'm saying?
But
Yeah,
that might, like I said,
be
I
the way they
think,
like
I
it.
think a lot of his championship, is
he
I
want
think because
he
of
want to
Tom
come over and rub the bag and stuff like, look, man, you gonna get this touchdown.
No, man. I just want him to keep the good players that he actually get his hands on. That's all he killed me about.
Treat me like a man,
I mean,
like a human, bro.
I mean,
He can at least speak to people. That's
guess.
all I'm saying. If you on the team and you are catching passes and shit, it seemed like you have spoke to this nigga at some point in time the first year. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Did
I
he
don't
say
know why
this
some
when
of
he
the
was a rookie
years
though?
going
No, I'm
past.
just playing. Don't nobody talk to the rookies.
Oh shit! I don't know. Teach his own.
Yeah, each his own, man. All right, man. Old Heads, our first edition mock draft. With the first pick, how do you want to do it?
Whatever the music came up.
Shit, I ain't got the first pick.
That ain't on me.
Yeah, I had the first pick. So, guys, let y'all know we went with the mock draft that was before the Chargers won, so it might be a little bit out of order, but that's all right, man. We're gonna work through it. With the first pick, I had the Chicago Bears getting it from the Carolina Panthers. They will be taking.
Oh, Millie with the stats and facts. No, really, and you know.
Yeah, you heard him.
Yeah. Got his
Man, they will be taking Marvin Harrison Jr. 6'3", 202, back-to-back 1,200-yard seasons, 14 touchdowns each of the last 2 seasons. I think I just got sick of the Bears losing. I got sick of us passing up. But I think, sitting back, doing a little bit more research, if Fields can stay healthy, he keeps improving. We get him a competent defense to put around him. And I think you give him
A coordinator, an offensive fucking
I think you
coordinator,
give him
man.
a better
Jesus.
offensive coordinator. and you give them 2 stud receivers, maybe get another tight end possibly in the draft. Even though it's not a heavy tight end draft, I think I would definitely take Marvin Harrison Jr. Now, don't get me wrong, I think Caleb Williams is going to be phenomenal. I think a lot of people, if you didn't watch his games this year, you really didn't understand. Like, he didn't have much to deal with. I think the highest rated offensive lineman on that USC team is actually, I think, a 7th rounded pick. So, I mean, he was pretty much that whole offense. But I would hate to pass up Caleb, but I think it would be smart to keep Justin. All the guys in the locker room seem to love him. Marvin Harrison Jr., barring an injury, I think it's going to be a star. So, first pick, Chicago, Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh, shit.
Well, first Italian beef on me.
Yeah. I got New England with the 2nd pick. And if it drops down, I feel like they're finna go with Caleb Williams. I think they're in desperate need of a quarterback, a new quarterback, somebody can at least come over and try to build a system around. He got the stats and the arm for anything that speaks New England, and plus not only that, I think he has some ties over there as well. So,
who y'all got for the 3rd pick? My list is for
Arizona.
Shit, but, Arizona. Oh shit. Yeah, for sure no. I don't know how to say dog name. From the offensive tackle from Penn State. Illuminati for sure. No, I don't have no idea.
Olu, we're just gonna say Olu.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all day long, man. They could definitely use some protection for Kyler Murray.
Caleb.
I like that.
I do not like that at all. I don't like that one bit.
I don't think he's not gonna be out the top 3 picks. I'm just gonna keep it. If he eligible for the draft,
That would be horrible for Caleb to go to Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick not gonna be there.
I'm about to say,
He's not gonna be there. They gonna have a whole new motherfucker over there, so it's gonna work out perfect for him. They get a brand new coach. He get to come in there, work with this stud. Okay, all you need now is some receivers. Let's work. Shit. Let's go and work.
Okay. Well, I was gonna have Washington take Olu to protect their because they really like Sam Howell.
Yeah, I see that.
But I think if they don't take him, I could see them going. That's pretty high. Joe Alt. Offensive. I think that's pretty fucking high for him at 4. J.C. Latham, offensive tackle out of Alabama. I think they really like Sam Howell over there. He does swing it a lot. Yeah, J.C. Latham, man, offensive tackle, Alabama. Number 5. Who you got? Be
I got the Chargers.
Oh yeah, because they took the Bears spot.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, if y'all niggas okay. You said the fashion new nigga? Olu?
He had him going 3.
That's what he said?
Yeah.
Olu?
Yeah.
And then you had J.C. Latham, right?
Yep.
I said his name the right way and shit.
I see them, I can see Chargers going with a cornerback, Nate Wiggins. Might be a little high, but I think they'll look at him. I think they'll go and get him. I think if they end up keeping some of that pressure, they just need some corners, man. They need some young talents back
I
there.
had an edge for them. I had Jared Hurst.
Florida State.
Yeah.
For who? Chicago?
No, for the Chargers.
For the Chargers. I had the Chargers.
I know that's all I'm saying for the Chargers.
Oh.
That's all.
I don't think they need no more edge. I don't think they're going to come off Mac or Nick. I think they good there. I think they set. I don't think you need no more edge rushers like that. You just need somebody who can grab that ball now.
Mostly got hurt.
Yeah, but that's just this year.
Not playing well.
No, that's just this year. That don't go into next year though.
Who y'all gonna?
Dude, if you told us ACL, that's absolutely going to.
Yeah, but now they got things to fix that. By the time his season go, he will be all right, man.
Are you paying him all that money?
I'm about to say this.
I don't think they gonna come up off him. You would hate to see him go somewhere else and shine. I'm just saying, he one of them guys.
I wouldn't, but I would definitely get a young dude in that motherfucking room. Just
I could see it. But I think they need corner. I think they need somebody to guard their defense. Yeah, I feel like they getting pressure. It ain't like Khalil Mack ain't getting sacks. They ain't got nobody grabbing no interceptions. Who's snatching the ball?
they a mess, dog. I ain't talking about them niggas. My bad.
No, you go. We got number 6.
Who is 6 for y'all on our list? My list is different. That
Number
list you pulled up
6.
for me disappeared somehow. The music started playing. Like the fuck.
After the Chargers, it's the Bears.
It's the Bears.
Yep.
Oh man, the Bears. I'm gonna have to go. Damn, I know what I really want to do then, man. I'm gonna say Joe Alt.
Giants. Jets.
I'm gonna say Joe Alt.
Okay.
We can use the tackle.
I like
I
that.
wanted to go defense, but that don't make no sense right now. If we got a motherfucking wide receiver, we should definitely go O-line. That's what we've been saying all year. I'm gonna stay true to form with that.
Right.
So you got the Jets taking so you got the Bears taking Joe Alt.
Yeah.
That's the Jets.
That's the Jets.
Yep.
Oh man, the Jets. They definitely need a tackle. So I would have took Alt there.
Yeah, they definitely do.
So if he's not there, I think you have to give Aaron Rodgers some protection in another way. They're going to take Brock Bowers, the phenomenal tight end, out of out of Georgia. I love Brock Bowers. His comp is actually George Kittle, 6'4", 230, had 56 receptions and 6 touchdowns this year. He's that dude, bro.
Yeah.
I think you put him with Aaron Rodgers, that could be fine, man. Next pick, Hendo.
Giants. I got Giants taking a quarterback, Jaden Daniels. I think they're in drastic need of a new quarterback change over there.
I like that.
I don't think so.
But I don't think they're gonna move.
I don't think they're gonna do. I don't think they're. I agree.
I agree with you too.
I agree. He reminds me of Randall Cunningham.
Yeah, I just feel like the
current.
current position and what they got going on over there, they just should shift off him a little bit right now.
I don't know why they agreed him, and then they paid him.
Yeah,
And then the backup came in looking better than him.
but this is the whole thing though. I think you get him and you bench him. This would be the perfect time to have like one up your sleeve and you put a little fire behind him. Let him know you get money, but hey, there's rookie here too. Sometimes
The rest of that team is kinda ready to
pressure
go,
will do two things. It'll make a diamond or a bust a pipe. And if you're not going to real good fight for your job, they can make an easy decision.
The Giants need a quarterback.
They'll make an
I
easy
ain't gonna
decision.
lie. They could use a damn quarterback.
I think
for real, that team is not that far off, man. They play fast, man. They ain't that bad.
Get them somewhere and put some fire behind them.
They ain't as bad as their record, but I guess you are with your record.
Next team, Hendo.
Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
Tennessee's the next team.
All right, Tennessee. Oh shit. I ain't know. Oh, they said. Oh, they tripping. Damn. Honestly, Tennessee. Let's go. Michael Penix Jr. Man. They
like
need a
that.
fucking quarterback.
I like that.
They talking about an OT. Then what quarterback they keep?
I like that.
I mean, because if you're gonna keep the young boy, then I think you could get him an offensive tackle.
You have to.
You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna keep, you know what I'm saying? I can't remember his name, Levis. If you're gonna keep him, but like, I probably want to move off.
I don't think they're gonna move off Will Levis because he's a rookie.
Yep, and they like him.
Yeah,
he's not bad. He's not bad, but like I said, sometimes you can get ready for the future.
I'm trying to tell you, I'm moving off
Levis.
Levis.
Good drive.
I'm moving off Levis. I've seen enough in a couple games.
Who's at number 10 team?
He bottomed out.
So after Tennessee, it is Vegas Raiders.
I think the Raiders, they could use some help at corner, but Nate Wiggins is probably the highest rated. The Raiders could use a lot of things. But I see them taking Dallas Turner, offensive linebacker out of Alabama. I think to help shore up that defensive line. Me personally, I think the highest player rated left is probably Malik Neighbors out of LSU. Also Roma Dunze.
They need a quarterback.
They do, but I don't.
But they're not
know if they're gonna take.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna get one that low. I think they gotta wait for a little bit to get one a little higher.
Especially with Penix being gone.
Right.
Yep, exactly.
Especially with Penix being gone. No, I didn't expect them to go there.
Yeah, because Jaden Daniels or Penix actually would have been a good fit there.
Yeah. So that's how I feel. Who's up?
Atlanta's next.
Okay.
Did somebody pick up Jared Verse already?
Yeah.
Jared Verse?
No.
You took Verse.
No, I said I would have took.
Oh,
Verse
okay.
with that pick.
I think they go with Jared Verse then, because I think he's the best defensive end coming in right now, left on the board.
He's
Yeah,
definitely one of them.
I can see them going.
Heavy hands too.
Yeah, they need some pressure on the ball. They building, but they just can't get no stops. Ain't nobody worried about their pressure right now.
Number 12, is that the Saints?
That is the Saints, number 12.
Oh
Yeah.
shit, the fucking Saints. Oh, they bugging, man. They bugging. Well, shit. Honestly, if I have to pick, because I'm not going with this motherfucking list, I'm going to have to say Nate Wiggins, that cornerback from Clemson.
You already took him.
Yeah, that's a
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a ballast.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man, I got to go.
You got to hit the big list.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. This is just fuck some shit up there. Let's go Cooper DeJean, man. Cooper DeJean.
I like that.
Cooper DeJean, cornerback from Iowa. Fuck it. I feel like they could use some help in the secondary.
Yeah, absolutely. Could use some help.
Up front, yeah, because up front they alright.
Next is Seattle.
Seattle, man. Pete Carroll always drafts well. I think they probably would have took Dallas Turner with that pick if he was still on the board. No one took Jared Verse, right?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
You
just picked him up. Yep.
Did you? You want to know what? I think it might. Well, no, they got a corner. Otherwise, I would say I think he will go Kool-Aid. But I
just
think,
looking at Kool-Aid.
yeah, I like Kool-Aid. Trice. I fuck with Braylon Trice.
Yes.
I think,
What team is that again?
Seattle.
Seattle.
I think he's the. And Pete Carroll loves size.
He do.
He loves size and speed, and I've seen that kid play. He has plenty of both. I love his bend. He can be. I think he can be special. That pass rush, I think, hasn't been what Seattle thought it would be.
Nah.
You know, so I think to have another talented edge rusher to help out that mediocre pass rush, I like that, man.
Okay.
He actually fell a little bit, but yeah, Braylon Trice out of Washington. I watched him actually watching Penix play. And yeah, that kid, he got a motor too. So good pickup for the Seahawks.
Rams is next.
Rams.
Yeah.
Ooh, the Rams.
I think the Rams. I think they're in desperate need of a corner because they know they missing Jalen Ramsey right now, kind of, sort of. You know what I'm saying? So I think they actually go with Kool-Aid. I think that's a good pick for them. Pick up Kool-Aid.
I just want to give.
Last pick.
It'd be Arizona, I believe, because they took Houston's pick.
Arizona.
Yep.
But you're not the Broncos.
Nah, because it's off of Houston's record, and they over
okay.
top of them.
Gotcha.
So it'd be they pick. So it come back over to Arizona.
I'm going Keon Coleman out of Florida State.
That's
wide
hard.
receiver.
That's tough. That's tough.
That's hard to use. That's hard.
Them
I
motherfuckers
like
could
that.
use kind of need somebody to throw to.
I like that. You could have rolled with Roman Doomsday too, out of Washington, but I really like Keon. Yeah, I really like Keon. I like him.
Dog play. Just because Washington was kind of killing this year. They was on TV.
No,
First
they
season
didn't
against
lose.
Colorado.
They balled. Yeah, they didn't lose, bro. That
Didn't see them
Washington
again
team
recently. I don't watch college football like that, but I seen them motherfuckers play.
They balled.
They was
Michael Penix is special, but he's a special college quarterback. I don't know how
Like
you
I
say
said,
it.
I don't have an answer for that.
I know
Is
you
there
don't.
something else I can help with?
No,
Yep,
sure.
hey man, let us know.
Oh,
She's
sure,
fine.
you good. Yeah, she snapped. But B.I., it's about that time, man. Tell these people.
Trade yourself. Trade yourself.
Trade yourself.
Oh, this is gonna seem a little personal.
Oh, wow. So this is how we always end every episode. It's a nice way. We typically try to keep it in sports content when we pick people. Brett Favre is a big one, the welfare queen. Anybody, the Taylor Swift, people out there, sick of y'all too. Y'all can trade y'all self. I just want to watch the football game. I don't want to see Taylor all the time. If I want to see her, I go to MTV. But that's a different thing, man. But It's a nice way of saying F you. You know what I'm saying? Without saying it. You can be your kids, your husband, your wife, your co-worker. If they doing something bogus, you ain't gotta say fuck you. You can just say, you won't know what, you sir, ma'am, you need to trade yourself. So this week, who need to trade themselves?
Oh man, them quote unquote so-called Packer fans. And I say that because I got a lot of friends that are Packer fans who decent, they decent people and they decent fans or whatever. But then you got the people who
Their next stink.
they got some stank ass necks.
Yeah.
But same point in time though, nah man, it's the ones who love buying a new jersey or a new shirt and take their little picture for Facebook. But same point in time, they can't name 3-4 motherfuckers on the team. The only person they know is Jordan Love, and everything is this motherfucker fault when they doing bad. Man, I told the motherfuckers from the beginning of the season, just because we know football, we all know that a young dude coming into the league, taking first reps with the first rep receivers and all of that, in a game speed for the first time against NFL players that have been playing together, that we knew that shit wasn't going to work out right away. You know what I'm saying? I said it was going to be a second half motherfucking team. So it's just funny to me, the motherfuckers was jumping on the ship, jumping off the ship, trying to jump back on the ship, can't name no damn players. They just look funny to me, man. It's like, they ain't really like the savvy fan like that. Like when you go to other places, man, some like Chicago Bear fans, they savvy dudes. Like, you know what I'm saying? They know the team. They know, you know what I'm saying, the play calling. They know all the coaches' names and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers, man, they be saying whatever and shit. Just at the bar drinking like a motherfucker talking shit. You mention some facts and shit, the motherfuckers just start yelling.
Yeah.
Like, man, what you been talking about? Man, that's for them, man. No
Trade
offense.
yourself, man.
No offense.
All the offense.
But,
All the offense.
I'm just saying.
Trade your goddamn self, man. You weak ass, stanky neck Packer fans.
It's kind of
A fake Packer fans.
Every
You fake Packer
For
fans.
real.
You real Packer fans, I'll tolerate you. But you stanky neck fake Packer fans, trade your goddamn
It's the fake
self.
ones, man. It's the fake ones.
Who need to trade themselves this weekend, though?
The whole Detroit Piston team.
Oh my
shit.
God.
I think they 0-22, man. 0-21.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Y'all, y'all
It's not
professional.
good.
I know the city of
That is
Detroit
right.
don't appreciate
That
this.
is who I picked too.
Word. Damn.
That's who I picked too.
Yeah, man. Y'all gotta do better, man. This ain't it. Monty Williams, you not doing what you need to be doing right now at this moment. I hope
Hey, Coach Pop either. I seen a little whatever said. Both
Oh,
of their
yeah,
records
they
combined.
record ain't
They
look
the
good
two
either.
highest paid coaches in the league.
Yeah.
Though.
they getting that move, but the team ain't doing shit. What can you say?
shit.
Look,
Man.
yeah, I ain't trying to show you something. Look at that.
Oh shit, you edged yourself. The Pistons. 22, man. Ah,
Yeah,
damn.
I believe you.
They're the Pistons, man.
Yeah, they deserve this one.
Yeah, Chicago, y'all cousins, man. We right next door. I know y'all ain't liking that right now. Y'all need to trade yourself. Actually, y'all need to trade Cade to the Bulls, man.
Yeah,
Y'all need to trade
Zach.
Cade to Zach for Zach.
That's what they're talking about.
Word.
Yeah.
That's for real.
Yeah, I love Cade.
Or Garland.
Garland wouldn't be bad.
They say Garland too.
Yeah.
I've been seeing that they really trying to push it
Like
early.
him, he shoot too much.
Gee, that's just what
I
we need.
We literally laughed at him for like 5 minutes. My man the other night, he was like, "No, he's shooting too much." Well, I started looking at shit. This motherfucker shot the damn ball. He continued to shoot the ball for like at least like the next 3 minutes of game
But in
time.
a Billy Donovan system.
He's coming. Exactly. This is gonna be work. Dude was coming down. Nobody else was touching the ball. Garland was the only motherfucker touching the damn ball. He was just dribbling around, and then getting his shot blocked. Like the next four
Who
shots.
he got the pass to?
He took the next 4 shots after dude said he
Who you
keeps
got the
shooting.
pass to though?
Donovan Mitchell.
I mean, shit, he not
The
passing it
same-
back. That's when you not
The
getting
same
it
he
back.
busted his lip on dude's chest and went
I'm
out the
saying-
game. Donovan Mitchell brought him back.
Hey, but he know it's either him or him, so I'm not passing
Then they got
no.
a good center. Then you got Evan Mobley's out.
Yeah.
For the next. I don't think he's gonna be a superstar like people thought.
Man, they got
I take Garland,
LeVert.
though. I ain't gonna lie. I take
They got
Garland.
LeVert. with Donovan Mitchell.
Give me I'll take Cade over him.
But I tell you this though.
Cade over who?
Over Garland.
I tell you this though.
I think he got high upside.
I don't like.
Unlike Zach, they
Cade,
they could probably give us damn near 80 games though. Unlike Zach could be hurt. He ain't gonna give you 50 games if that a season.
Shit, but he might drop 50 or 3.
Yeah, that is.
I'll take some of the players off OKC. Them motherfuckers got too many motherfuckers.
They lying.
Why don't y'all go ahead and build around Chet, man? Let us get a couple of them.
We got too many grammar schools to get here.
Oh hell no! Hell no!
Hey, don't play that shit in the
Why
land.
you
Yeah,
do Giddy like
they
this?
beat it.
Why you do Giddy like
They beat the kangaroo out his ass.
Hey, folks.
that?
Hey, my man,
got
what
us
you doing
one.
on the subway? On phone man, what you over there doing?
Okay.
Oh God, get your ass out of here, Joe.
Goof ass.
On my soul.
Oh shit.
Buddy, old goof eyes.
Oh, really?
Caught this man on the fence. Man, get your dumb ass out of here. Boy, you 7 foot. Looking over the fence.
For real.
Get your ass out of here.
Y'all bogus. We'll take Dort then. We'll take somebody
looking over
else.
the fence and shit like a giraffe. Like, hey, what's up?
Kelly was at McDonald's. This
You want
nigga's at Checkers.
You want some candy? Yeah. You reaching over the fence, giving kids candy.
Nigga, R. Kelly was really at McDonald's, bro.
That nigga was really a Kenwood.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking
But
about.
nigga, you already
Yeah,
graduated.
real talk, nigga. Really, yeah. But anyway, that's a different story. We got to pay these bills, man. We want to give a shout out to Press Break downtown. If you're in La Crosse, Wisconsin, you want some good Chicago food, Press Break, man. Got all the good Italian beefs, the nachos, and all that good stuff, man. Chicago dogs. Also, man, it's Christmas time, holiday season. I need you guys to go check out A Breath of Fresh over in the Jackson Plaza. The brother Focus, man, doing big things over there. Also, if you need some kicks clean before Christmas comes, he also has a shoe restoration in there. All the latest kicks, the retro kicks, also all the clothing apparel to go with it. Good brother, local business. Check them out, Hawaiian owned. You get it now.
Hawaiian.
And also the closet over on, where is it at, Hendo?
Fifth and King.
Fifth and King, man. Check out the closet, man. The brother over there, all the dope sneakers as well, man. It's the holiday season, man. Try to shop local, man. Shop with these people, good people, man. Look out for them. Also, we have to give a mad shout out to Detroit Manuel. Download the Bump That App radio, man. Download the app, Bump That Radio. Trying to bring on the radio back like how it used to be. And we've been lucky here so far in Wisconsin. We haven't had a lot of snow, but you still want to keep that inside clean, the outside. Man, go check out Cuz King KO Car Wash over on La Crosse Street. Cuz doing big things over there, man. He gonna get your car good. Detailing is phenomenal. Inside, outside. It's gonna be looking brand spanking new, I promise. So, man, episode 79, we appreciate, as always, y'all rocking with us, man. We're gonna be back next week, Saturday, in the basement, man. Episode 80, young people. Episode 80. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. It's Christmas edition, man. So hey, if y'all interested, man, we got the Bad Santa sweatshirts, man. Inbox me, man. So check us out. Any old heads apparel, you guys can always inbox me. Check us out on YouTube under C Hendo, CEEHENDO. Spread the word, like and subscribe. Also YouTube, Old Heads Sports Podcast, man. Check us out. All our videos are on there. And today is Saturday. Facebook, man. Old Head Sports Podcast. It's College Ball Saturday, man. So we got some good debates going on there. Y'all go in there, tap in. If you want to drop some debate yourself, always up for a good debate, man. I love college. I love sports in general, but I love college ball. So, man, let's get in there, man. But I'm your co-host, Omar, a.k.a. O'Milly, a.k.a. that dude, a.k.a. Mr. Rello. If you know, you know. I'm going to let these brothers do the outro. Appreciate, as always, man, y'all been rocking with us. Like and subscribe, man. You don't want to be dusty. You don't want to have a dirty neck like the fake Packer fans, man. Like and subscribe. Old Head Sports Podcast. I'm gonna let these brothers do their outros.
Bills, old head.
Man, Endo G, aka French Loaf, aka Mr. Honey Pack himself, man.
Yes, sir.
Get it?
Oh, Millie with the stats and facts. No, really. And you know Hendo gon' tell you the truth. B.I. Mr. Info, you know what we here for. The Old Heads Podcast. Yo, we cover from dog shades to the team at the Barclays. The Old Heads Podcast. Yo, from Wilt scoring 100 to job being wanted. The Old Heads Podcast. Yo, let's go.